From downtown Scranton, this is Northeast Current. WQPX invites you to join us as we explore public affairs, current events, and arts and culture in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Now let's meet today's guests on Northeast Current.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the four-time Telly Award-winning broadcast, Northeast Current, airing live here on WQPX Channel 32 on digital for you Comcast subscribers. We'd like to thank you for taking time out of your morning to join us. At this time, we'd like you to pull up a chair, grab your favorite cup of coffee, and join us in celebrating the holiday spirit. Again, my name's Jay Pagliaro. The lovely Regina Alonzo, our producer, the woman behind the camera, making us look semi-sane and semi-presentable. But one person who's going to make us look even more presentable is our special guest today. We'll introduce him in a moment. We also have a dietitian coming on later on in the broadcast. You certainly want to stay tuned for that. But without any further ado, let's interview and introduce our next guest. He is the new general manager slash, we'll get all his details in that. He is Rob Crane, GM of the formerly known as the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Yankees slash Red Barons. And he joins us here on Northeast Current. Rob, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Jay, it's a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Pleasure's all mine, sir. Now, first and foremost, you joined the team in July, coming over from the Omaha Storm Chasers of the International League. What about the Northeast area appealed to you? What about this area made you want to take this job?
Well, first off, I really appreciate you guys having me. It's a wonderful opportunity, and I appreciate that greatly. One of the reasons I wanted to come here to Northeastern PA is the opportunities that are here. Is that I see a lot of what we did in Omaha here in Northeast PA. In Omaha, I had the opportunity to build a brand new ballpark, had the opportunity to rebrand the club, which was the Omaha Royals, from 1969 until November 15th of 2010 when we renamed it the Omaha Storm Chasers. And to be able to rely on those experiences from Omaha and transfer those to Northeast PA was very important to me. And then also, being originally from right outside of Boston and living in Nebraska for a while, it's good to come home and be much closer to my family and just was able to celebrate my first Thanksgiving with them in the last 5 years. So from a personal side, it was also great to come back to the Northeast.
So definitely a benefit for you, being close to Boston, close to your family, getting to go home and enjoy the holidays, which you got to do last week. Certainly a nice appeal, and we're certainly glad to have somebody such energetic with a proven track record of success like you have, and definitely looking forward to seeing things to come. Now, off the record question here. Okay, maybe not. We're taping live, but a Red Sox guy, and I'm assuming being from Boston, you're a Red Sox guy. A Red Sox guy running a Yankee organized team. That's going to be for some interesting conversations when you go home, I bet.
Isn't it ironic?
Hey.
And it's great. I grew up going to Fenway, probably lived 20 minutes from Fenway Park. I went to dozens and dozens and dozens of Red Sox games, many Red Sox Yankees games. But when you come into this business on the minor league side, it's not really about your fanhood. You kind of check your fanhood at the door. It's about providing an affordable family fun product for all our greater area, the Northeast area. And that's what our goal is to provide an affordable family fun product at the brand new PNC Field, and we couldn't be more excited.
Now, Rob, as you mentioned, you got some renovations going on. Sounds like you've been around this block before with renovations and rebranding. We'll get into that in a few minutes, though. If you could, let the watching audience know a little bit about what your responsibilities with the team are.
My responsibilities are really the business side of this. As a president GM, you do not handle any player transactions or any player really anything. Is that we have a player development contract, and the New York Yankees take care of our players, our coaches, our training staff, all of that. I just got to make sure that they've got uniforms and they get to Rochester or wherever that they're going. And so my duties is a sales, marketing, operations focus with making sure that we're strong from a business perspective.
So you sort of handle all the jack of all trades, so to speak.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Hey, my favorite saying. That's what I say about myself all the time, my friend.
There you go.
Now, we talked a little bit earlier about some of the things that you were facing coming here to Scranton in the Wilkes-Barre area and taking over this organization. The biggest one, of course, was the renovations to PNC Field and the fact that last season the organization formerly known as the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Yankees spent their entire season on the road. What was some of the biggest pitfalls for you in gaining the fans back so far?
Well, there hasn't been pitfalls. I've turned it around, and we're in the process of turning this around. And with all the new and exciting things that are coming up with the brand new PNC Field, the new Railriders name that we're very excited about and we're thrilled for, it's more about what's the positivity going forward and how do we look at this going forward. And you know, we wanted to make sure that when we came through here is, when we came here is to make sure that we're providing, like I said before, affordable family fun. And we, for the first time ever, we have a new promotional schedule, a new promotional calendar, where we have something different that will happen each of the 7 days that we play. So from Sunday Family Fun Day to giveaways to Kids Eat Free to dollar beer night, you know, we want to provide that kind of atmosphere where it's a fun time. We want PNC Field to be the front porch of the community. So when you come out, it's the place to gather. You want to bring your family. You want to bring your friends. That this is our place and this is ours. So it has a lot of local ownership and a lot of locality to it. And we just want to make sure that it's, first and foremost, it is fun. It is a fun time to come out to.
Now, along with Dollar Beer Night, one of the promotions you mentioned, which is one I like. Now, any of our children listening or our high schoolers getting ready to go to school, you can't partake in Dollar Beer Night. We're sorry, the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre Railriders do not promote underage drinking. For me, I'm going to be drinking. No, maybe not. But yeah. What are some of the other promotions you guys got going on this year that you want to discuss?
Well, we got Sunday Family Fun Day, clowns, face painters, kids can run the bases after the game. Monday's Dollar Hot Dog Night. Tuesday's 2 for Tuesday. It'll be buy one, get one free lawn seats, which will be on the outfield. You bring your picnic blanket and you come out and enjoy the game. Wednesday's going to be Kids Eat Free Night. Thursday's Thirsty Thursday, dollar beers and dollar sodas. Friday's fireworks, and Saturday we are going to have a giveaway every single Saturday night.
Very nice. Any giveaways that you can discuss at this point? Any
we're in the process of coming through that and creating that process, creating those dates, and coming up soon we'll be releasing them all to you.
Absolutely. Now, Rob will be back with us here on Northeast Current many times hereafter. So when that does happen, we will also let you know here on the Northeast Current broadcast. Now, Rob, while mentioning PNC Field, the field where all this is going to happen, obviously last season the team was on the road due to renovations to the field. What are some of the major changes to the PNC Field that the people will notice and that should notice?
Well, PNC Field, you know, I always say it's a reconstruction more than a renovation. I always say you renovate your bathroom. This is you know, kind of starting over again. Because we only kept 3 things, Jay. We kept the field, we kept the concrete of the seating bowl, and we kept the home clubhouse. Everything else destroyed and started to build from the ground up. So it is a total reconstruction. It'll be like a brand new ballpark. It'll be something that people have never been able to see before here in northeastern Pennsylvania. So some of the highlights, I like to call them, is you'll have a 360-degree concourse, so you'll be able to walk all the way around now, from outfield to infield and keep going. The concourses will now be open so that when you go into to go grab a concession item, a hot dog, a burger, chicken fingers, whatever you like, what you're able to do is keep an eye on the game. So it'll be completely open so they'll be able to see the game from no matter what vantage point that you're at. We're going to have a 3,800 square foot kids area with playgrounds, inflatable games, a lot of things for the kids to do. We have a new picnic porch in left field, and we have a tiered bar in right field that you'd be able to go have a drink, and it's tiered all the way down to the field level. The outfield is a lawn seating area so that fans can come out, enjoy the game, bring a picnic blanket. It'll be less than $10 to get into the ballpark, and we're excited about those opportunities. There'll be a bleacher section, real nice club and suite level, and it'll be a totally different atmosphere. We always call it the old stadium and the new ballpark. The old stadium had about 10,400 fixed seats. We've got right at 7,500 fixed seats with some standing room to get you to right at that 10,000 number. So much more intimate atmosphere.
And it sounds like, as you mentioned, much more intimate, also more of a fan-friendly, as a father I can appreciate this, family-friendly atmosphere.
Absolutely. You know, the affordable family fun is our demographic is a family demographic, is mom, dad with 2 kids at home, or their variations of there. And that's who we're going after.
Awesome. And I'm looking forward to going to many of these games, and I also recommend you, the fans with kids, great opportunity to get out and enjoy America's pastime. And believe me, we've seen it in the past. All-Star MVP Melky Cabrera once came up through this organization. A-Rod himself played here on a couple of rehab assignments. So you never know who you baseball fans are going to see make their way into PNC Field. But Rob, Big change along with the renovations was the name change, the rebranding. Now, first and foremost, got to throw this question out there for you. When you announced when you came in that the name was going to be rebranded and you were going to start anew, start afresh, immediately the locals were calling heavily for a return to the Red Barons. Now, that seemed to be pretty quickly dismissed by the organization. Could you elaborate as to why the name Red Barons wasn't put into consideration?
Absolutely. You know, you look at all of the old names. Red Sox, well, obviously, the Barons, the Red Barons, and then also the Yankees. What we did is we took a look at all of those names and we said, you know what, we want to take this to go forward. We always want to look forward. You know, I always was told control what you can't control, and that's this point forward. And we made a conscious effort to make sure that we wanted a new team. Everything's new. We don't want to go back into the past. We want to go everything new. But with our new brand, with the Railriders brand, we also wanted to pay homage to what did happen with the Red Barons, because it was very significant in this area, and we would be remiss not to be able to do that. So with some of the new caps, with the new interlocking SWB cap that is on a maroon cap, that is straight from the Red Barons. We put a new spin on it with the different looking interlocking SWB, but it was very important that we were able to go back to that to pay tribute to our heritage, if you will.
Absolutely, and it looks like, too, by the looks of the logo, the looks of the hat that we showed earlier, and we'll show you here in just a few moments, but also looks like you paid a little bit of homage to the Yankees. That seemed to be a complaint online. Why not just stick with the Yankee brand? You also did pay a little homage to them by putting a Navy in there, correct? Yeah,
when fans go out and they see the Railriders brand and they're at home, they're going to be wearing white pinstripes with Navy pinstripes and Navy caps, Navy socks, Navy belts. They look like the Yankees. It just says Railriders across, and they got the Navy caps with the I call it the outer rail cap, very classic, very Yankee-esque, if you will. So the Yankee fans will definitely know that we are the AAA affiliate of the New York Yankees. So, and why we didn't want to be the Yankees anymore, why we decided to change that name, is we wanted, whether you're a Red Sox fan, guy who grew up in Boston, Red Sox fan, Mets, Phillies, Pirates, whoever, is that this is Northeast Pennsylvania's team. This is our team. So no matter what major league affiliate that you are, you're affiliate of the Railriders, and this is yours. This is ours. This is NEPA's. This is Scranton. This is Wilkes-Barre. This is all the towns around here. And that was one of our main reasons that we wanted to go in a different direction.
And I could appreciate that answer, because one of the big complaints I had heard from people that turned away from the Yankees is, hey, I'm not a Yankee fan. I'm a Phillies fan. I'm a Mets fan. And I mean, being we're so closely located to New York City, to Philadelphia, we're talking 2 hours each way. Obviously, the Yankee name may have put people that may not be a fan of the organization off. And I do appreciate, you making it more of a localized feel. Now, the name Railriders was selected, and a little bit of a question I have on this one, Rob. You picked the porcupine logo. I see where they were linked, and I smell what you guys were cooking there with the logo and the combo. But could you elaborate just a little bit where the porcupine and the railroader theme?
All 6 of the team name finalists were suggestions from 2,700 different people from the area on different team names. And with the strong trolley history here, with the strong railroad history here, is that we wanted to make sure that history was seen. So we wanted to put that in the top 6. And with the high amount of votes that the Railriders got, along with the porcupines, we thought, well, could we combine these two and come up with a different brand? And with Railriders is the strong there with the tracks and everything, and then the porcupine's just fun. And with minor leagues, it's about fun. It's about creating an experience, about the extension of the brand. Can you name kids clubs after them? Can you name a sandwich after them? Could we have a pulled porcupine sandwich? Is there different things? How can you extend this? And we thought that the Railriders, and then you incorporate a porcupine, which has never been done in mascots or logos before. It was something fun to be able to do, but we wanted to make sure that we kept a classic color scheme with the maroon, the navy, and the gold, and we think that we accomplished that. And there's just a pinch of orange in there because porcupines really have orange teeth, and we think it's a fun brand that we can do a lot with, that the community can rally around.